Okay, extraction of metals we are carrying on, and this is basically extraction of iron, less reactive metals, moderately reactive metals, middle of the reactivity series, and these are extracted comparatively easily because it's not expensive electrolytic method. Expensive electrolytic method may be a high voltage. That's why for that case we prefer some hydroelectric power. But less reactive metals may not produce very stable compound, so their ores can be reduced by chemical reduction method. Iron basically is one of the most important metal related to mankind. It is said iron ore hematite caves, when were dwelled by human beings, somebody lit fire and smoke has reduced iron ore to iron, and they somehow get to know about this is iron, that metal, and that was comparatively hard, and they start making tools out of it and plenty of other instruments, things they use. So swords and tools and armors and all that. Later on the story has reached to even engines, steam engines and stuff. But iron has changed the civilization because iron was one of the hardest metals, and as a result they were able to conquer more and more lands and all that and sort of stuff. So it means very useful metal iron. Still we are living in iron age because all this construction, the building the locomotives we use, the rail tracks, engines, everything basically is made up of iron. So iron age, still it is going on. Okay, tons and tons, millions of tons of iron ore is all around the world chained to pure iron. First 96% and then 100% and then turn to steel, we'll see, and then all these stuffs are made. Okay, buildings and locomotives and bridges and plenty of other tools and engines and blocks and whatever. Okay, so iron age it is. So carry on. Most common ore of the iron is hematite, Fe2O3, but the ore as usual it is filled with some impurities. Silicon oxide, we call it as sand. Silicon oxide is basically sand. This is the major impurity embedded in the iron ore, along with carbon content, sulfur and phosphorus. So the method behind is chemical reduction. You want to get pure metal, the chemical reduction done. Okay, that wild man in the cave, when he lit fire, basically the smoke has caused the chemical reduction. So later on, after some days, it is said he has seen a lump of the silvery grey metal, which he later on processed and find that may be the beginning of it. Even today we are using all that primitive method, but in improved form. Okay, using all this method. So chemical reduction method using reducing agent like carbon and carbon monoxide. And reason to choose chemical reduction method, I said earlier, is less reactivity. Okay, less reactivity of iron. Why to involve electrolysis when this easier method is involved? And process involve use of a big furnace, and that big furnace, large furnace, maybe 100 meter large. We call it as blast furnace. Look at this blast furnace. Okay, I said very large, maybe 100 meter long. Okay, and the blast furnace is then basically attached with a rail track. On that rail track, small rails, small skip cars run. And blast furnace has, of course, the gas inlets where the fire is there. So iron oxide, calcium carbonate, we call it as what? Limestone, other names somewhere in MCQ maybe, and coke, carbon. Coal basically that is mined, millions of tons of coal is mined daily, and that coke is used for this purpose as well, to extract iron. Coke, iron ore, calcium carbonate mixed together, the skip car keep on carrying them and pouring them right from here. The first reaction that occurs is the carbon inside the furnace, the gas outlets, the fire, the carbon catches fire and turns to what? Carbon dioxide, as it should. And the reaction is highly exothermic. Carbon burns, coal burns, exothermic. And then a very high temperature in the furnace, the blast furnace, carbon dioxide which is in excess produced inside, and continuously the skip car is pouring in more coke, more powdered carbon. Reaction of these two together produces carbon monoxide. Look at the first step. Carbon reacting with oxygen produces carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide with more carbon inside the blast furnace reacts and produce the carbon monoxide, golden reducing agent, short of oxygen, deficient of oxygen, carbon monoxide. Temperature decreases a bit, but it's too much still. Carbon monoxide then encounters the iron ore, and carbon monoxide, you see, is a reducing agent. Itself it is oxidized to CO2, and iron ore has lost oxygen. So look at the redox reaction involved here. Reduction of metal ore. Iron oxide has changed to iron, and carbon monoxide changed to carbon dioxide. You can see the balancing. Look at Fe2, 2 Fe here, and 3 CO here. So 3 CO2 there. Iron oxide has turned to iron. Some of the iron oxide ore definitely find carbon directly as well, as continuously it is being poured from the middle, from the top. Carbon basically is also a good reducing agent. So along with that, along with the carbon monoxide, carbon is also acting as a reducing agent, and it is turning iron ore to iron, and carbon monoxide is produced. So by both ways, much by carbon monoxide, less by carbon, hematite, the iron ore, is turning into iron, and iron got a very high density, around 10, and it definitely sinks to the bottom, and it is collected from here in the liquid form, and later on it solidifies, look like pig iron. It is pig iron, very hard. Why it is hard? Because still it has 4% impurities, mainly the carbon, and that is why basically this 4% impurities mean too much of carbon inside, and other impurities makes it very hard, make this structure not fine layers, rather these layers are definitely, they are having smaller atoms in between, interstitial spaces filled, no uniform layering, rather disturbed layering. As a result, this is very hard, and pig iron has limited uses. It can be used to make boulders, building breaking, or it can be made to use rail tracks or some bridges, some parts. But still it is very hard and difficult to mold and needs very high fuel consumption. Chemists won't like it normally, that leaving iron ore at 96% stage. Okay, iron should be 100%, and then we process it to make a suitable hardness by changing it into steel. But I said pig iron has limited uses. Old day, when those blacksmiths used to do all this stuff, possibly they were producing around 96-97%, depending on how much heat they are providing and how much air they are providing to roast down the carbon content. But that was very hard, and they have plenty of fuel to mold things. That was very hard, those swords and stuff and all that. These days we have this method that we can later on will turn it into another furnace, basic oxygen furnace, that will convert 96 to 100%, and then we'll process. Meanwhile, you see, we have added calcium carbonate, and calcium carbonate is limestone. It is added in skip car constantly. In every trip limestone is added, because calcium carbonate decomposes at such a high temperature to produce calcium oxide. And remember, calcium oxide is metal oxide, and metal oxides are mostly basic in nature. So this basic oxide will react with the acidic impurities of silicon oxide and phosphorus oxide, mainly silicon oxide, and basic oxide it is, acidic oxide it is. Both of these will react and produce a salt slag, and yellowish slag, yellow color. Yellowish slag is floating on the surface, lighter it is, and it's being constantly leached out from the top, and this slag is later on used in making road surfacing, preventing leakages, used for buildings. So story is what? We have iron ore, fine. Iron ore is placed into the skip car, and in the skip car it is being constantly added with calcium carbonate and coke, and skip car is pouring in all this stuff from the blast furnace top, and here the first reaction, you see coke has caught fire to carbon dioxide, and then carbon dioxide reacts with more carbon as it is being constantly poured to make it to carbon monoxide. And carbon monoxide, I said, is a very good reducing agent, snatches away the oxygen to oxidize itself and reduce iron ore to iron. Iron oxide is also reacting with carbon to make iron, and then both of the methods of producing iron is heavy, sinks to the bottom, and 96% is collected from there as pig iron state. Calcium carbonate, I said, is added to remove impurities in the form of slag, which is collected from the top and has plenty of uses. Okay, so this is basically the blast furnace that has provided us 96% iron. We are going to see shortly how this blast furnace 96% pig iron is transformed to 100% cast iron that will be used for making steel. Okay.